Uh, Good evening. So I decided to go live real quick because I know there's a lot of people watching the speech. Honestly, I'm not watching the speech. I'm getting I'm getting stuff from some of my people I know here, especially those on the Team Boomer chat. I figure I get the Team Boomer chat over here, see if they can tell me what's going on. The one thing I wanted to comment on is that, dear Jesus Christ Almighty, Trump is wants to kill the Chips Act because the chips, it's Biden stuff, and all that's going to do is um, is kill jobs. Hey GD, how you doing?
Gross.
Yeah, I figure I'm watching you guys and all talking in there. I figure I'd go on live for a few minutes so you can hash it out. I worked a little after 10 today, so I didn't watch it, but I'm hearing the bits and pieces that it's as bad as we thought. That except for Al Green, Democrats are sitting there with the thumbs up their ass, and Trump is just rambling about bullshit as usual. Is that about right?
Well, I'm not watching it, but from what I've heard, yeah. And honestly, I have mixed feelings about what the Democrats should be doing. On one hand, I want them to make noise and rabble rouse, but on the other hand, that just gives MAGA fuel. And also, I'm kind of the opinion of never interrupt your enemy while he's destroying himself.
Yeah, but
And
is he destroying himself? Honestly, this is just him being him, and they love this shit. I mean, I saw Aaron Parnas made a good comment. Is that that Trump called for the end of the Chips Act. The Chips Act, which
yeah,
brought chip manufacturing to the United States and jobs and manufacturing. He wants to end that. That's more lost jobs. And they
oh,
all
I know.
cheered. The Republicans cheered. They fucking cheered for something they voted for less than a year and a half ago. That's brought jobs and money here and to keep the Chinese from owning the fucking chip world. And they have no fucking idea what they're cheering for. I mean,
Oh, they're gonna cheer for anything he says. You know that.
and this, I mean, I'm just, I don't know. Hey, Trucker, what's up, brother?
What's up, Will?
Yeah, just wanted to bump in for a few minutes because I had to give people a place to vent because I see a lot of text and I
Yeah,
figure,
I didn't watch it. I refuse
no,
to
I know
watch it.
it's
But
it's still
He's
going
still
on as we
going.
speak.
yeah, I know it. I can hear my wife and my daughter are upstairs just going bananas. Uh, First, I thought they were having a spirited discussion, but they were discussing Trump. So uh,
I mean, it gets to the point, how often can you conjugate the word fuck? I
you know,
mean,
I was just flipping by on one of the TikToks and heard him going after Biden because Biden didn't do anything about the bird flu, and I'm like, I can't take this shit.
you see, that's the thing. They're going to blame the Democrats for everything. I mean, he would have done something with the bird flu. It just started when he left office. That's your job now.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
the
and that's
thing
the
with the
thing. It's
presidents, the thing with
uh,
the presidency is that you don't get any makeup time, right?
no.
The second you're sworn in, it's go time. There's no,
Yeah.
hey, I've been doing this for a couple weeks, give me a break. No, it's go, it's hits the ground the second you take that seat.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
thing about that's what the transition is for. But the last two transitions we had were disasters because Trump was involved. The
Well,
Biden
yeah.
transition took them months to catch up because they fucked them in
Wait, what,
2021.
and this
And
time he
they,
wouldn't sign that paper. Remember, he refused to
yeah,
sign that
and
paper.
and
Yeah.
now it's like, and now these people are just. I mean, the economy is 1,000 points in 2 days, guys. The Dow crashed, and if you saw my video, Jesse Dollemore did this video, and I watched it. So Trump is announcing the tariffs that he's going to put into place, double down, and they had a mark where the Down Joe's was, and you can watch it just fall off a cliff. They started selling right then and there.
Wow.
They know what this is. Real people who do these jobs for a living know what this is. And
Oh
then
yeah.
they had Fox News with Larry Kudlow. Who is he? What is he? They say he's some kind of economic genius. He looks like a fucking hack. I mean, I wouldn't even buy a fucking newspaper for him.
Yeah, he backpedals. Did you hear what Elena
But
Hobbit said about the vets today?
yes, I saw that. Hi,
That's just
Kim. How you doing?
disgusting.
Didn't ignore you.
Hey,
Sorry.
that's
That
all right.
was gross. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Did you go
somebody
ahead?
put something. Somebody's put something up earlier today. An old video of Trump saying a number of years ago that any president who had 1,000 point drop in the Dow should put themselves up for impeachment.
Yep. Saw that. But that
We
yeah.
can we can get working on that anytime now.
Yeah, you're right. I saw that Haba thing, and like she, as a vet. I mean, if you're a vet, that was the most insulting thing I ever saw. We're gonna take care of the vets, but maybe someone don't know how to have a job. Maybe they don't show up for work. Bitch, those people, the good ones, got up at 6 in the morning to defend you. You dumbass. My God, that was insulting to
Yeah.
every vet.
Well, 6 in the morning was after we exercised for 2 hours and had breakfast.
My apologies.
Yeah,
But
we're up at 3:45.
for her to say that was like, and the point is, they all think that these federal workers are getting paid six figures to do nothing. Sorry, the guy picking up trash in Yosemite who lost his job isn't getting paid six figures. He just did the job because it was a job. It was a good job. He had
Right.
to be in Yosemite and pick up trash, and he was happy about it. Now he doesn't have it because he's not essential personnel. And I heard they're saying that because they cut so many people with Social Security, people may not get their checks next month.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
And they
Boy.
really want to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won't have enough people to actually issue the checks.
So, I mean, what happens when you go
That's
ahead.
when the pitchforks and torches come out when they miss payments.
I mean, there are
Yeah.
people that depend on that check on the third. I mean, literally, it's their life.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
And they do that and they don't care. They really don't care.
Well, the other thing is he was going through the people that are still on the roster that are 150 and 200, 300 years old. That's all input errors by the idiots he's got doing all this stuff.
Oh, so he brought that up?
Oh, yeah, he listed off there's so many people between this age, and then there's this many people between this age, and he went all the way up to someone who's supposed to be 300 years old.
Well, that's
All
COBOL.
right.
That's their system called COBOL.
Yeah,
Yeah, but do you understand that's been debunked because all it was is that they leave them in there because it's too hard to remove them.
yeah, that's part of it.
And
And
the
then the
system
other part
doesn't
of it is
pay
that
them.
they were entering the birth date year wrong. They were putting the birthday, and it was going to a default of 1875, which would then make the person 150 years old. But it was that they weren't putting the birth date in correctly, so the system was defaulting to that year.
That or they
Right.
didn't have that or they didn't know the birth date of the person.
Yes.
So they
Yep.
just used 1875 as a default.
Yep.
Exactly. Then the person that works inside that COBOL system will know that if they see 1875, there's an issue and we need to work on that. But
Right.
these guys don't know that. So
Well, they fired that person or she
exactly.
resigned. And now, and the thing about it, there is such malaise with that about Medicaid. I mean, Al Green got pulled out. Why? Because he's the only one that stood up and said he went after the president, and he got removed. I remember when Marjorie Taylor Greene went after Joe Biden, they didn't remove her fat ass.
Oh, she
They
went
didn't
after
put
Obama
police
also,
officers to
remember?
remove him out.
She went after Obama and said, "You lie," or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's a bunch of them that have like hand paddles that say false on one side, and then
I
it says
love
something
that.
about
That's
Musk
awesome.
on the other side. So they're protesting, sitting in their seats, but they're holding up the paddles when he says something that's not true and all that kind of stuff.
There was a commercial on in our area today I thought was kind of funny, and it was the governor of New York saying that Doge fired you, but New York will hire you.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I
Yes,
saw that.
he
That's
says we've
good.
got 7,000 federal jobs available. Come on down, take your pick.
Well,
Love that.
there's also something out there that China and Russia are trying to recruit
Yep, they
people
sure
to
are.
be hired.
Why
Yes,
not?
they are.
Yeah.
They have information. Could you imagine recruiting a CIA agent who got fired?
hmm
My
But
God.
China and Russia says they only want the disgruntled ones.
Well, you got fired. That's disgruntled.
That's
That'll
right.
work.
Well, I think
It-
I think they mean they want the ones that are able to give up information or want to give up information.
Well, that would be Big Balls. Didn't he get fired for that?
Yeah, but they brought him
no,
back.
he was brought back.
No,
They
I mean
forgave
from
him
his
for it.
other job before
Oh
he got
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me say allegedly, in case TikTok is listening.
And one thing, it's like, it's. I've caught snippets of it. I'm going, it's the same shit over and over again. It's campaign shit. And you guys, we can't run a government like this. We're not running a government. They're taking it apart. And
That's literally what I thought. It's like, this is not an address to Congress. This is literally just a campaign speech again.
campaign speech.
Oh my
And
gosh,
this
the
was
Democrats are clapping.
for
He was talking about the amount of money that we have given to Ukraine, and the
oh
Democrats
shit.
started clapping, and then they stopped when he started being negative about it.
Also, I thought, well, you know when he was talking about like, oh, there's nothing I could say that would make the Democrats stand or clap or
Oh
smile
no,
or
Who
anything.
gives a fuck?
What
he just
you know
used.
what they should have done when he said that? They should have given him a standing ovation when he said that, just to mess with him.
Well, no, he just called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas.
Oh God.
Again?
Yeah, and
Jesus
she
Christ.
was clapping
What the?
because he was talking about something that she had done that was something that would be acceptable to Democrats, and she started clapping.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's just like he needs. Look, I have cats. No, cats are not needy. I've had dogs that are needy. Needy, or not as needy, but Trump is beyond needy. His absolute obsession to be loved is disgusting. And
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like I need to be acknowledged for, dude, do your fucking job. Do your motherfucking job, and everything will be fine. But he doesn't want to do the job. He wants everyone to love him, to please love me, give me something, and if you don't, I'm gonna get mad.
So
Be
looks like
upset.
Ziggy said that the reciprocal payments are limited to $1. I heard
Yeah, I
someone
saw
say
that
they
for
changed that, but so they didn't change it, obviously.
Right, and and I want to bring up something because I was pissed today. I don't know if you saw the video. That guy from Ohio. This dude is ridiculous. He put out a video saying, "Where's Kamala Harris? Where's Joe Biden? You know, they warned us about Trump. Why are they saying anything?" And I told him, "Dude, did you vote?" And he said, "No, I voted early. You know, what's your problem?" And I went hard on him. And then he came back and said, "What is wrong with you people that you keep, sucking on, kissing the feet of Biden to Harris? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" I was so mad because he doesn't care. He just wants to put blame. I mean, how are we going to unfuck this? That's my theme right now. How are we going to unfuck this, guys? It's not going to be with people like him who keeps going back into the past to look to blame someone. And even if Biden and Harris came out, they'll just be blaming them and it'd be worse. They
Mhm.
won't get anything done. And he pissed me off. Then he dropped I have 31,000 followers. What are you going to do about it? Fuck you and your followers, dude. God, I hated that. Because he's not helping. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, back to the matter at hand. Hi, C, how you doing?
What's going on, Will? I'm sorry. I just got off this other live show. Wow, it's just these shows
No.
been keeping me busy.
No,
Oh
I just,
shit! Here she is.
yeah.
Oh
saw
gosh.
I saw everyone in the chat kind of talking. I figure I give you guys a few minutes. I worked till 10 o'clock today, and then I saw the chats, and I'm going, dear God Almighty, it's worse than we thought. I assume he's still talking at 10 minutes to 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, he is.
I'm sure he is.
He is.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it because I was kind of like I watched a little bit of the Roland Martin State of Our Union live. He's on YouTube now, and then after that
Right.
at 8 o'clock I had to do my other show.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my God. It's just, I mean, I've seen the bits and parts, and I'm just amazed that people buy this bullshit.
Yeah.
They literally buy this bullshit.
I don't understand what's going on, like I said, with these tariffs. And I saw a video this morning with Doug Ford, and he is pissed.
I mean, who? I'm sorry, say
Doug
who?
Ford, you know, the president of in Canada.
Oh yeah, he's
The
he's
Premier of
the
Ontario.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't, and I understand where he's coming from. I mean, because he has a job to do, because his job is to protect Canada. I get it, you know, but he did apologize. He was decent enough to apologize to the Americans, you know, because he know that's beyond our control. But
Yeah,
it's
but he
just the
should,
whole principle. Why would they mess with Canada?
because Trump doesn't like Justin Trudeau. Trudeau went down to Mar-a-Lago to meet the new president, just kind of be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Cordial. And Trump went and did, well, you can be our 51st state, and he kept running with it. And at that point, he pissed everybody off. Everyone in Canada off. Pissed them all off. Let me put it this way. When the French Canadians are singing "O Canada" in Montreal, in English, full-throated, you know you done fucked up.
Oh hell!
And that's what they did in a hockey game. And I saw that. I'm going, the French Canadians don't even consider themselves Canadian. They do now. And the Canadians are not playing. They are not playing.
Oh, I
They
already
don't
know.
play this
I know,
game.
but you know, but what scares me is that a few of the states here depend on Canada as far as their electricity, and they're facing the possibility of it being cut tomorrow. And that's why I was like, damn, what?
Yep. FAFO. Sorry, no offense to you guys in the northern states, but you know, it's got it. Look, I've saw people who are in that area said, "Do it, make a point," because a lot of those people, we're getting to the point we're all going to have to. It's going to have to burn up and suffer. I mean, that's it. For the only way for these people to actually do something, to do anything. Does
But
that
I
make
think
sense?
I believe now, Will. I think it's just at the point. I think the one that's going to have to start giving some sort of pushback is us.
Oh yeah, Detroit survivors. I saw that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, because you know the Republicans, they kind of a little bit wishy washy, and I'm not sure about the Democrats. But yeah, we're going to have to step up now.
Oh yeah, we are.
Well, the Republicans have basically they just said fuck it. We're in to the
They've
death.
been real wishy washy.
Well, not wish it was. They just don't give a shit anymore. They know with the town halls and people getting pissed and the phone calls coming in. Did you see in Mardi Gras, some dumbass thought it would be really cute to roll a Cybertruck through New Orleans with flags? They,
Oh my
now,
god.
Wow.
now, New Orleans, during Mardi Gras, they're not going to throw beads at someone unless they give them something, if you know what I mean. And they were throwing everything, beads, bottles, everything at this asshole with the Cybertruck.
That is crazy.
And I had a guy today
Damn.
wanted to insure a Cybertruck. And I said, wait a second. And I reached out to my soup and I put it in the chat. Do we insure Cybertrucks? And I put a little flame on it. And he came back with a flame and goes, oh, hell no. Nope.
Awesome.
He's having a problem finding someone to insure the Cybertruck. All right.
Let me ask you guys something real quick. Not trying to change the subject. Did you hear today? Matter of fact, I heard this morning. They were saying with Social Security that it's a possibility the recipients may not get Social Security within the next 30 to 90 days. And I'm sitting up here like, and then Elon Musk think it was some sort of a game. But I'm like, no, these are people's lives he's playing with.
They don't care. And then, yes, that's because of the cuts. And the thing that, in the top of all that, Elon Musk and Doge sent an email or letter or whatever to the entire CIA, offered him to buy out the entire CIA. That is,
Doge?
yeah. And if that doesn't tell you that we have now become a Russian satellite, what does people want more than anything to get rid of our intelligence agency? It was ridiculous. I mean, they have no idea what they're doing. No, they know what they're doing. I mean,
They know exactly what they're doing.
That's sick.
Well, let's see if MI6 and all them decided they're going to offer jobs to the CIA.
well, the point is that they're making us blind. They took away the cyber command. They're pulling the teeth of the United States military to capitulate to Putin in some way, saying that it's going to make the military better. I mean, I don't know how long those guys are going to put up with it. And one thing, go ahead, I'm sorry. See, someone's going to say something.
No, I was just, just listening. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just hope it don't get to the point where that Trump will sit up here and declare martial law, because this stuff is getting out of hand now.
Well, the martial law thing. I saw that video you sent of that guy,
Yeah.
and I'm like going, he really believes that the United States military will set up military tribunals and to execute at jail American citizens?
It won't
I don't
work.
think so.
Yeah, it won't work and it won't happen.
No, I
2
mean,
million, 2 million Defense Department and people, military members, cannot contain 350 million angry Americans. And they cannot seal off borders that are impossible to seal off. It just can't happen.
Yeah, where are you going to put everybody?
Exactly. And there's like, I mean, you'd have to detain 40 people per military member or something like that. It's just 2 million military members cannot detain 350 million Americans. It just can't work.
and that's if counting that all military are lockstep. They're not lockstep. I just
Well,
find it. Yeah, I find it hard to believe because I watched that, and I'm like watching that guy. I'm going, dude, is this your fantasy or something? Because I don't see it.
Right.
I can't see it. I can't see. And here's the thing: it's happened in Germany, but the Germans were cooperative. Let's be on it. The public were down with it. They were.
Yeah.
They won't admit it. They didn't admit it. They admitted later on that they were. I mean, think about if you've ever seen Band of Brothers. You remember that last scene when they found the concentration camp, and everyone in the town knew what was going on. Yeah, you did, and that's they called them out to it. And that's what I don't see this in the United States. We are too big. We are too big, and we're too fucking ornery. We are ornery folk.
Hey,
I
Will,
mean,
what do you think?
Out of revolt.
What do you think about him, Will, with his tweet or text or whatever the hell it was this morning about students protesting on campus? Did you see that one?
No, how it hit me with this beautiful thing.
So he decrees that now it is against the law for students to protest on campus, or excuse me, illegal protest. And if they do, he will expel them from school. And if they are migrants, he will send them back to where they came from. Oh, and you can't wear a mask.
What?
Yep. Yep.
All this COVID out here, and then they can't wear 'em. You know what? I'm just so freaking done.
I mean, go ahead.
I'm done.
And you know what you do when you tell kids not to do something?
They're going to do it. That's the
They
first
just
thing
do it even harder.
my daughter said. "Ooh, I wish I could find a protest around here."
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean-
he might. I think he might be done talking. And all
Thank God.
the Democrats and all the Democrats
Thank
got up and
God.
left before he did, so they're all. Most of them are gone.
I'm sorry. Say again, Kim. Your phone's a little.
I said all of the Democrats got up and walked out as soon as he finished speaking.
Yeah, they're not going to shake his hand.
Yeah,
They're
because
not going to
he's
shake his hand.
yeah.
I
Before
was
he
too
even
busy
walked
watching
out,
the
they
Roland
got up
Martin
and
show.
gone.
I ain't got time for that.
Now the Republicans are still there,
Of course they are.
and all
They
the
have to
Democrats
bend the
left.
knee. I mean, I'm surprised they don't sit there, bend the knee, raises his hand like some kind of religious moment. I mean,
I'm thinking they supposed to kiss his boots and all this old bullshit. Get the hell out of here.
and that's the thing. I swear to God, if I get one more comment from someone saying Trump's your daddy, dude, I get those fucking comments anytime. That guy's I filter my comments. Trump's your daddy. What is your problem?
Nope,
What
my
is
dad's
it?
in Helena, Arkansas.
My dad is deceased. I don't know what the hell they talking about.
But the point is, even my father has passed away, but even the point is, my dad couldn't really run my life. He doesn't make my life miserable. You know what I'm saying? At times, and I love my father. God rest his soul. But dear God, just because you say that doesn't mean I gotta. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Trump's
They
your
just
dad.
goofy. That's all. They just some goofy mega folk. That's all.
They're just broken people with horrible sense. Well, they think it's funny.
They
For
have
some
no
reason.
sense of intelligence.
Exactly.
Period.
That's all. That's all the joke they can produce by rubbing their two brain cells together. That's all.
See, I want to know who the Canadian. See, I'm looking at the comments. Canadian guy called Trump a bootlicker.
Well, John, you're fucking right.
But that's
That was
the truth.
outstanding. G50. Thank you. You
So-
won. You won the comments today. Very good.
Okay.
Doug Ford decided to have a little decorum. Doug is the premier. We were just talking about him, Canada. And he said he was telling his Canadians, please do not boo the national anthem. He said, because you have soldiers who have fought and died for that national anthem. He said, now, if you want to boo their refs, their players, their coaches, you go right ahead. He says,
Wow.
but don't boo the national anthem. And I'm pretty sure they're going to boo anyway, but I thought that was
What's nice is that all the so far most of the responses that I've heard so far are that they know that it's not the American people that are going along with this. It's just Donald Trump.
But there was a
know that.
video I think someone put up in the Boomer chat with a Canadian, and the Canadian made a comment. He goes, "Look, no offense to you guys, but he's your problem, and we're not coming to save you. You're going to have to figure something out."
Oh, they definitely gonna learn today for sure.
And then he went to roast Trump for 5 minutes, which was brilliant, what he did. But
Well,
that's the
he's
thing.
right. He is our problem. We are going to have to deal with him.
And that's
But-
the thing.
It ain't my problem. Hell.
But what I'm saying, see, is that like I keep hearing, like I was going back to what I said with that one guy, blaming Kamala Harris for the loss, blaming Joe Biden. Where are they now? What are they going to do? And the point I'm going to say to this is our problem now, whether we like it or not. I don't like it. You don't like it. We didn't vote for him, but
No.
we're stuck with it. And the people on the far left ain't going to help us. The people on the far right aren't going to help us. Republicans have given up. So the rest of us, who's the majority in the middle, who really care about our democracy and our government, we're the ones going to unfuck this. As simple as that. And I don't know how it's going to come or what nature it's going to be. Maybe we do have to burn the whole fucker down in order to get it back and to piece it back together. but I'm not. I'm stopped. I'm at the end of, they did it. They did it. They should have done something. No, I'm done. It's our problem now. We're stuck. Well,
Yeah.
we got stuck with the lemon. Someone made, the majority of us chose that one. Although we were looking at the vehicle that literally had an engine and could run, they chose the jalopy that's breaking down. Okay, now we got to figure out what to do.
Well,
You
you know,
know
I
what?
used to,
You
when
know
I was in
what,
the
Will? Just like
military. Oh,
you know
sorry,
what, Will?
go ahead, see.
Okay. No, I was gonna say was I was on another live this evening. It was a guy that I follow, and he's part of the LGBT community. And just like I told, he goes by the name of Misty Violet. And just like I told Misty, I said, well, what the problem is a lot of people they did not want to accept the fact that a black woman was running for president. They didn't want that because they're stuck in their old traditional ways. And I'm like, that's and if Kamala Harris would have been in office now, none of this bullshit would have never happened at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to start blaming, I'm going to lay this on the feet of Nancy Pelosi, who should have just left it alone. Let
Yep.
Joe Biden do his thing. Because I'll say this right now, he probably would have won the election close, and then probably would have stepped aside for Kamala Harris. That's the way I see it. That would
Yeah,
have
because
happened.
it's like they just don't want it. They didn't accept. They didn't want no black woman to be in office, which I think that's kind of ridiculous because you got a Mexican lady in Mexico that's currently president now, and that lady's a strong lady. And I'm like, well, if they could do it, why couldn't they give Kamala Harris a chance?
But the
You
great
feel
thing
me?
about the president's name in Mexico, his name is Scheinbaum.
Oh, and she don't play.
Scheinbaum.
She don't play.
Okay. Yeah, but the
That
point
lady
is,
don't play.
it's not Gonzalez, it's not Martinez, it's Scheinbaum.
Okay.
Beautiful. Because that tells you that's a mixing of the cultures that Mexico is.
She do not play.
No. And that's going to be interesting because they're still talking about a soft invasion of Mexico.
Kamala Harris is in-qualified. What do you mean by in-qualified?
And qualified. Can you
I
elaborate
blocked him.
that?
I blocked him.
All right. So what I used to tell when I was in the military, I was a drill instructor, and I used to tell my soldiers because you had mentioned the lemon, right? I would tell
Yeah.
them, this thing is a big lemon. So I would tell them, well, you know what? You take that lemon and you put that motherfucker in a glass of Crown Royal and get over yourself and figure out how to fix it. You understand? Jesus Christ. No, we have a lemon, and I'm going to put it in my Crown Royal, and then tomorrow when we have our live, we'll come up with some ideas.
Yeah, I mean, personally,
oh,
I'll take the lime and the tequila, but I got you.
but
All
before I
right,
forget,
now that's my drink.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Kamala was preparing for 2028.
Yeah, I
so
heard about that this
it's not
morning
true.
I
myself.
mean,
It's not true.
here's
Okay, it's not.
Yeah, it was put
Maybe
out
you
there
can
by
ask
Kamala.
WKRP though. Maybe he can give you some insight on
WKRP,
that,
I was
trucker.
just getting ready to invite you, but I looked at the clock. I said, it's 11 o'clock. Pastor's not up. So, my bad.
You think so? WKRP is not up.
I didn't think he was. I was going to share a live with him,
Okay.
him and Optimistic, but I thought he would, it's 11 o'clock.
I think he
He's
posted a
here.
video this
WKRP's
morning.
here.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was just talking to him.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute, trucker. Now, before I forget, I may be a couple of minutes late tomorrow night. The reason being because DJ Medi had announced that he was going to do which was unexpected. He's going to do a musical tribute to Angie Stone tomorrow. So I might come in maybe like 15 minutes late.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was going through some lives today, and there was this lady. I think his name is Mr. T or something like that, or King T. He's probably on now. And
Okay.
there was a lady that was crying because of what Trump is doing and how it's affecting her and her business. And a Trumper came on and told her to keep her liberal tears. And oh my God, that I had to get off the live because it got to the point where it was bad. And I felt so sorry for her. And that
crying to, I'm going to beat you to death.
they tore his ass a new.
And the point,
Wow.
have you seen
Did they
the
jump on
videos
it?
about the farmers in
yeah.
Nebraska?
Good.
They're fucked. They don't know what to do. A lot of them are saying they're going to go bankrupt. The state may go bankrupt because they don't have taxes.
Oh yeah.
Because,
Yeah, I heard about that. That is so sad.
yeah, because the thing about it is, you have to remember about Hispanics. We're going to leave. If we're not welcome, we're gone. And that's the thing; they're gone. And there's no, and all these, and again, it's going to come back to the same thing. Well, here are these jobs. Who's going to fill them? Dude, are you really going to do that work? Any of
Hell
us
no,
have
they're
done
not.
any kind of agricultural work? I'll be honest, no. Oh hell
Oh,
no.
hell no. Hell no. No way.
I mean, I've handled some cattle, I've handled sheep, I've handled pigs. Man, that's great for a little bit, but you do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Damn, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, and you got to either love it. I mean, you either got to love it or you just dedicate it to the life. It's simple as that. And now, the worst thing now is that there are rumors that Trump is going to back away from the tariffs. The Commerce Secretary is kind of hinting on it. I
Yeah.
don't think he will.
They
But
said
China's
tomorrow.
pretty- yeah, well, we'll see after
You
tonight.
need to leave those world leaders alone though, because he's playing a very dangerous game.
Yes, he is.
Wait a minute, Trucker and Will, did you guys get a copy of that video that I sent to you though about dementia?
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier today,
What
and
did
I
I
saw.
tell you?
Yeah,
What
that
did I
was
tell you?
the lean is what got me when they said that he leans that way. I was like, oh wow.
And I,
I thought he just leaned that way because his
I
diaper
told
was
you, I
full.
knew it because, like I said, I could spot that right away because I took care of my
if,
mom for 4 years and I know the signs.
Yeah, no,
if,
I
if
thought
you
he leaned that way because his diaper was full, but
if
that's
You
you
not.
know
go
what?
back to months ago when he went to California to meet Gavin Newsom. Now, first of all, he arrived in California without telling the governor, but the governor showed up because Newsom's a troll, and he met Trump. And there, you find a picture. You see Gavin Newsom standing up straight up, and Trump standing in front of him, leaning
Slouched
forward,
over.
leaning forward, and you
Wow.
could see it. But the best
Somebody
thing
said
about that
diaper
is
full.
that Melania Trump came with him, and she wouldn't touch Trump, but she couldn't wait to put her hands on Gavin Newsom.
He mouth
Yeah.
kissed the shit out of that dude.
Are you serious?
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
Oh
Both
yeah.
cheeks.
look at the photo op. She was talking to him, doing the little hand touching thing that women do.
Try to be slick.
Yeah,
Oh, wait
because
a minute, Trucker, he's on now.
Yeah, I knew he was on. I was talking to him. That's what. Yeah, I was telling him I was going to invite him, but I thought he was sleeping. He said, "No, don't worry about it. It's okay."
No,
okay,
he's on now. I just
Yep.
saw his message you sent to me. Yeah, I told you, brother. I told you that man has dementia. Cause again, like I said, I took care of my mother for 4 years, and she done went through all the signs. And then plus, I read, I think it was yesterday, somebody had stated that Donald Trump's father had Alzheimer's
yes,
and died from it.
Yes, he did.
So I know he has it. I feel it. I know it. I'm like, no, And if his condition gradually gets worse, unless a doctor try to come up with a way to try to manage his condition, then he's going to be too dangerous for himself, other people, and as well as the country. You know, and he's going to have to
they're
step
not going to
down.
recognize that.
But
They're not
again,
going to recognize that. They're going to consider it that he's being touched by God or something. You have to
no, he's
remember
not. He's being touched by dementia.
well, you have to remember in this cult thing, there's such a heavy religious aspect to it. There are people who literally think Trump is God or the second
I
coming of
don't give
Christ.
a damn what the mega people think though. They could call him Daddy, God, or Messiah, or whatever. I'm speaking facts and I'm speaking
Oh
from
no,
experience.
I totally get what you're saying. See, I'm just saying that
I mean, that man is ill
we
and his
know
cognitive is declining and it's going to get worse within the
we,
next 30 to 90 days. Watch what I tell you. Keep an eye on him.
Oh, I
he's a
agree.
little,
It's
he's a
just
little.
that
We know what he is. He's been like this forever, and it's getting worse. I mean, the dude's going to be what 78, 79.
He's 78 now. I don't know when his birthday is, but yeah, he's going on 79.
79 years old. And
You
they kept
heard
talking
what I
about
said.
Biden being old. 79 years old.
I mean,
I'm,
he's just around the corner from damn near turning 80. So it's like, and talking about running for another term, I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh, he doesn't think he's going to die. He isn't. I mean, he's it's amazing to watch people. Years ago, when I was selling life insurance,
Yeah.
a meeting with an old elderly people, and there was this woman there, and we were talking about the benefits of it, and she goes, "Well, I'm not going to die." I go, "Ma'am, we all die." She goes, "No, but I'm not." Okay, we're leaving.
Oh,
We're getting out of here
so
quick.
all of a sudden she got an exception to the rule. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was. It was like,
That's
oh
fine.
my god. But no one. It's just. Oof. So right now with all of us, T, what time is your live tomorrow?
8:30.
Eastern.
Yeah, 8:30 Eastern time.
I'll try to pop in.
That'll
Try
be
to.
7:30 my time, right?
Yep.
Okay, because Medi's show is tomorrow's going to be at 8, so I should be on about 8:15. So if you can kind of hold tight to then, I definitely will, chime in after that.
Yeah, might probably pop in because once we start sifting through the to the shit pile that we saw today or he did today, there's going to be a lot of nuggets that are going to come out of this that we have to address. The biggest thing we're really going to have to address is the economy.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
give a shit what
absolutely.
he says. The
Absolutely.
economy is about to take a shit. Everything he said, he's setting up Trump. He's setting up Biden for the blame of the economy collapsing. That's what he's trying to do. Fox News was blaming Biden's economy for the crash of the drop in the Dow, and once that's done, Trump's policies will bring growth to us. So we don't have to deal with that gaslighting for a while because they are not going to admit anything at this point. We are we're not even 3 months into his presidency, and we're all sitting there waiting for the worst to happen.
Wait
So
a
Now,
still
minute.
like 5 years into his presidency.
well, yeah, it feels like it. But if you look at it, we're dealing with this shit for close to 8 years. So,
Guess what I found out? Well, because I found this out on Roland Martin's show. One of the, I think it was one of the Congress people that said that Trump has now a total of 95 lawsuits, and he's only been in office for 43 days. And I'm like, you got to be
Good
kidding
Lord.
me. Huh?
Good Lord.
I know.
Anything
That's
I
why I was
know.
like, what the hell?
And here's the thing: there's some congressman. I think someone sent it to me that wants to put Trump's face on the $100 bill.
You know what? I am so done.
That and a $250 bill as well.
I mean, what the
Yeah, right.
Well,
And
you
on,
have to,
and
it's
on
against
Mount
the law, for
Rushmore.
one. You can't be a living president and have your face. I mean, that's just what that is, right?
But
I would rather them put his ass on Mount Rushmore if they had to, because I would never see that anyway. You know what I mean?
That's just it. It would have to
There-
be his ass, though. It would
to the
have to be
best
his
of my knowledge,
ass.
there are two people on bills that are not presidents. One is Alexander Hamilton on the 10, and the other one is Benjamin Franklin on the 100. And that's it. And it's amazing what these guys do. Where do they think of this? I mean, it's insane. Do they need to cater favor that much with Trump?
Yeah,
To
they
love-
do.
I mean,
Yeah. Put him on Mount Rushmore so eagles and birds can drop by and shit on his head.
oh God. I mean, it's. Here's
I
the
can't
thing.
take it anymore.
No, the hardest thing right now, it's like the admiration for him is false, and it's not sustainable. He thinks he's loved. He's not. He doesn't have a mandate. I heard he kept talking about a mandate to do all this. He doesn't have a mandate. He
That
doesn't.
fucker can't even read. He doesn't have a mandate.
No, he doesn't. He got less than 50% of the popular vote.
Oh, and then someone just commented here. He said that soybean farming is not big in his country, so it's not a big deal what China is doing. Really? Really? Tell those people in Iowa.
Well, tell
No
the people in my
one tried, no
backyard.
one destroyed the Democrats. Take your fucking ass somewhere else. I'm doing it myself. Go
My
kiss my ass.
backyard is full of soybeans. If you look at
And the
those,
point is, it's a big crop in China. It's a big crop in Asia. Um,
They
and
use it, but they don't grow
it's
it.
and they don't
We
grow
grow
it.
it and we
They
sell
can't
it to
grow
them.
it. They can't grow it in the amount that they need, so they buy it from us. It's a cash crop for us.
Right.
So for Trump to say that, you know what? Trump put out a Truth Social, and I put a video on it. He said that he truth or tweeted or whatever the fuck he does to farmers to not to worry about the tariffs because you're going to grow for American consumption now. You're going to grow for America. Have fun. He has no fucking idea how this works.
none.
No idea, because you cannot go and change your crop. And in JD, we talked about this in a live with Mike. You
Yeah.
can't do that. You have contracts. It has to go through middlemen. And that tells you one thing. He has no fucking idea how life works, how business works, how anything outside of his little fantasy world
Oh,
He said he invented the word groceries because nobody's ever heard of that word before.
get the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah, that was during the campaign.
Yeah, during the campaign, he sure did.
Hey
So,
guys, when the chance I had found this out on when I was on Misty this afternoon because his partner.
Uh-oh.
and there she goes. She'll be back in a moment. Um, and so basically, that's the thing. What happens when all these people lose their crops and don't have any money to pay for their bills? Is he
Exactly.
going to bail them out? I mean, he's already told. He turned around and told Mike Johnson when he wanted to, because I saw this clip, to get rid of the CHIPS Act, you need to cut as much as you can. Okay, cut it all. And then when those people come begging for money because, like you did the last time, what are you going to tell them? No? No? Yeah, let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. That's the thing. I am just waiting for the find out stage that everyone's going to pay a price for and what happens.
It's going to hit hard and it's going to hit fast. And soybeans dropped like a fucking rock today in the markets.
Really?
Where are you
Oh,
going to sell
yeah.
them? Where are you going to sell them?
Well,
America?
China stopped. They said, fuck you, we're not buying anything from you.
Hey, JD, are soybeans tofu?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tofu, soybean oil, soy sauce, shit like that.
Well, last year, my farmer that farms behind me, he had soybeans. This year it'll be corn. So I won't be able to tell if he got affected until the following year.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be so ugly. Because no one. That's the thing. They grow it. Look, the
No, we
idea.
don't. We don't
Big-
want men and women's sports. That's not at all true.
Yeah, I saw that. I
I'm
saw
a,
that's a troll. He's gone.
oh, okay.
Jake,
Yeah. I
he
kicked
beat
him
me to
out.
the switch.
I was getting ready to get on him.
Oh,
Yeah. And the point is like, he don't people in farming. See, the problem with a lot of these guys, they think farms are just there to supply America with food, and they don't get paid. No, they get paid. They want money. They want to make a living and make a profit. And the reason they plant soybeans because that's a profit.
Right.
That's a big profit. And now you just cut them off. And what are you going to say? There's no American market for soybeans. We do not eat tofu. We
No.
don't. We don't use soybeans as much as they do in the East. We should, because that's a good source of protein, but we've never grown up with it. Trust me, I tried tofu. I mean, it's not a big deal. It is what it is. You know.
Well, I learned something too, that the USAID, a lot of that was farmers, right?
Yes.
I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So, the subsidies and the foods that they were growing, they were using that and taking it, to these other countries.
Right.
So,
And like millet, I bet they sell a lot of millet overseas. That's big in Africa. Millet.
what is that?
That's a seed. That's Another grain seed, millet.
Gotcha.
Grain.
I mean, do they grow a lot of they grow a lot of millet here, right, JD? I've seen millet,
That would be more.
but it's not much of a market here in the
Yeah, I
United
think so.
States.
A lot of like wheat, barley.
Right.
Not
But
really, no.
And the thing about it is, you cut off all those people thinking you're saving Americans money, but you just ruin people's lives around the world.
Yep.
And it just breaks your heart to think about it, that the unfeeling of the Republican Party and the Denver and MAGA is so corrosive. You're not tough if you don't care about people. You're not. That makes you evil because you don't care about anyone other than yourself and a certain group of people. Cutting
Those are-
those people off does not benefit anybody other than your cruelty.
There's a farmer here in our local area. I talk about farms a lot because, I'm in Indiana, right? What else do I see? But there's a farmer here that decided to sell his land to a developer for solar farms. And this little city is so pissed off at this dude because it's hundreds and hundreds of acres. But his thing is, listen, I've got to get my money while I can because it's getting ready to get bad for us farmers.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's like, I'm gonna get out now. Screw it. And everybody's pissed at this guy. I mean, they're having town hall meetings and all of that.
It's for? It's his land. He can do what the fuck he wants with it.
Because they're building these data centers and they've got this Amazon whatever think tank they're building down the road from us, and people are upset because it takes away from what they used to look at was fields.
You guys voted for the oligarchs.
Yep.
What do you expect?
Uh,
I mean, you worship these people. What do you expect? And I've been through Indiana. I mean, we went to Chicago about 5 years ago. Drove through Indiana. Yeah, man, that's just corn.
It's corn.
Corn and windmills. Damn.
great fields.
Hey,
Huge.
did you hear about that guy? Change subject real quick. The new naval secretary that paid Trump $1.6 million or something like that, and now he's the secretary of the Navy with
Oh my
no
God.
naval experience whatsoever.
A lot of those people are just contributors. They're not. They have no. They should not be even near government because they're worthless.
That tells me that the Navy will not be working for Trump in the event of a martial law order or something.
It's insane.
The
I mean,
Navy,
that's the thing. The level of incompetency is ridiculous.
I told you what was going on with them.
the top, the person in command of the whole Navy has no fucking idea how the Navy works. So like the people, like the boots on the ground in the Navy, it's like, what the fuck are they supposed to listen to? They're
You were saying, I'm sorry, JD. I think I got lost. And then the one thing is like, Pete Hegseth has no idea. He is just running Russian. He's just carrying Russia's water. I've never seen a Department of Defense person whose only job is to take apart the United States military. I mean, that's insane. He is taking the military apart piece by piece. For what, I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what he wants. From the diversity to the generals to the cyber command. I don't know what. It's ridiculous because they're not strengthening the military, they're weakening the military. And that's just tough for all of us. Because that's going to come back to bite us in the ass if someone doesn't do anything about it.
Well,
So-
I agree with you, Will, because based on the way the rate is going now, it's going to take strong-minded people to unscrew this situation.
Yeah, and that's not blaming everybody or worrying about the past. We have to look at what's in front of us, and what's in front of us is ugly. It's scary. We warned these people, but here we are. Now it's our problem. As simple as that. Someone literally just took a whole dump in our front yard. Now we got to figure out how to clean it up. Because that's what they did. They took a whole dump in it and they said, hey, that's your problem now. Okay, we're going to figure it out. But after we get done, I'm going to find out who did this and make sure you're never part of this government ever again.
Yep.
Ever. We're going to make sure. The thing about it is that if we're going to do this, we're going to do this right from the core up. No more motherfucking dark money, term limits, all the things that would take to and remove the electoral college for president, remove gerrymandering. If we're going to do this, if we're going to burn this motherfucker to the ground, we're going to rebuild the roots correctly. We're going to make this look like a strong bonsai tree in the end.
Yeah, I don't know about the term limits. It's funny to watch. What the hell is his name? Mitch McConnell fall up the stairs.
Oh wow.
That's karma.
That's
I'll say
deep.
what it, 'cause that's karma. All the shit he did is karma.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And so, I mean, that's exactly what it is. And because his health turned, right? And Truth Doctor, no, it's going to be what it should have been. It's going to be should have been always popular vote.
Exactly.
So Truth Doctor, you can go take that and shove it up your ass because the states are properly representative in the Senate. That's why they have two. All right? And as simple as that. And
I didn't hear you say get rid of it anyway.
I'm tired of catering, no offense, T, to the fucking Midwest. Because that's what it is. If you want to feel like a flyover state, that's your problem. I'm tired of that bullshit. I'm tired about hearing, well, what about the rural? Rural has never done anything for anybody other than ruining this country right now. It's always been up. If you think about it, why did the Civil War fought? Because they needed slaves to pick cotton for the rural.
Wait a minute, hold on. Now, Truth Doctor is saying popular vote is not a proper representation of a republic. But wait a minute, if a popular vote is not a proper representation, then what the hell is? Answer that for me. Make it make sense.
Okay.
It's always been the popular vote. What are you saying?
Give me 1 second. Come on, dude. If you want to say this, come here and speak to us.
Hold on. Do you grow your own food? Do you slaughter your own animals? No, you don't. That's farmers. Wait a minute now, dude. You don't even know me like that. So why are you coming on here to try to disrespect me? You don't know me like that. The hell?
Okay.
Oh, he gonna have to back up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So hey,
I don't play that disrespect.
Yeah, dude. If you're gonna talk shit, then let me bring you in here. Oh, you're talking to the host? Oh, okay. Hey, motherfucker, you picked the wrong person to speak to. Hey, let me tell you something that I've done in my life. I have slaughtered animals. I have grown shit. I know how farming works, okay? I know how it does. I know about the ins and outs. Let me put it this way. I spent 4 years as a future farmer of America. I got a gold. I got a state. So don't fucking bring that shit to me, motherfucker. You don't know me.
Let me just add, Truth Doctor. Number one, I don't need anybody to speak on my behalf. I have my own mind. I have my own spirit. I can say what I want and do what I want and feel how I want. Number two, I'm not just here just to help out Will. I'm here. I help out Trucker T.I. And number two, I'm planning on starting my own podcast. So, if you want to continue to talk all that bullshit, come on with it, but I don't need anybody to speak for me. I can speak for my damn self.
No,
how about that?
And,
no, not you, Well. I'm talking to Truth Doctor. Because you want to get diarrhea of the mouth.
No, I got you. No, because I want you on there.
Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't now disrespecting me. I don't play that. If I'm like this, if I'm treating people right, I want people to treat me right, and it's simple as that.
Dude, you keep talking shit Why didn't you come within the live and let me bring you up, and then you could talk shit to our face? You
No,
got
God damn it, you not
that.
not you, Will. He said he don't like the
No,
truth.
no,
No,
him. No,
he don't
listen
like
to.
he don't like the truth.
Yeah, he's saying we don't like the truth and that he can hold us accountable.
Okay, so I want you to come up. You take the in. I can't find you because you don't want to talk to that. Because I'm going to give you one shot. If not, I'm just going to block you because I know what you are. You're a fucking troll. You have nothing to
He's
contribute.
a troll, he's a hater, and he's a MAGA, and we ain't got time for that. Period.
So if you want to come up and face us, sure, let me invite you. But if you don't want to be invited, I know you're a pussy. And I'll say that straight up, no offense. Um, about electoral college. No, the electoral college is bullshit and it's ancient, dude. It's an ancient thing in order for slave states to have more power than the cities. I understand what you're talking about. It's no other country has anything like that. It's based on a popular vote. Parliamentary systems work like that. Okay? And that's what's going to work for us if we do a popular vote. You don't want it because it doesn't give you the minority more power than they should have. A country should not be run by the minority. It should be run by the majority. We have Trump in there because a minority elected him. A minority elected him in the system. So don't fucking think that I don't know how the system works.
Yeah,
So it
the
doesn't work
electoral
like that, dude.
college was created and it allowed the slaves to be counted as 3/5 of a person,
Exactly.
so that they could have a higher number of electoral votes in those states that had slavery.
Yeah, he won the popular vote on a minority of the amount of people who voted, which is 30%. Okay? But you're a Trumper, and so I'm done with you because the only thing that's good for you is licking Trump's ass. So I'm going to let you go lick Trump's ass somewhere else. Okay? Because in the end, history is on our side. Because what we believe in is the Constitution and this government and the Republic. What you believe in is authoritarianism, racism, and hate. So I'm going to take your ass and kick you out because I'm done with your fucking ass today.
And then just for the record, Donald Trump cheated though, because he admitted to that. So I hope you enjoy the block club party. Peace out, you doctor. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, that was fun. All
Did
right.
you block them, Will?
Yeah, I blocked him. He's out. If not, double check and make sure I did it. But fuck him.
Yeah, nobody got time for that fool.
We talked about this before. Trump did not win the popular vote.
No, he didn't.
If you take the people that voted for others and the amount that voted for Kamala Harris, he did not win the popular vote. More people.
He admitted to it that he didn't win. Elon Musk helped him to steal those votes, so he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, they were talking about the machines in Pennsylvania and how what Skylink or whatever it is helped to Starlink.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, that's shady. But we're stuck with it now. And for him he was trying to see. The thing about it is, he was trying to be an intellectual MAGA. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call an oxymoron. And the point is that you can't bring that to me because the Electoral College was designed for the small states to have more power than they should.
Yeah.
They were afraid of the large population centers. The point is that if there's here's the thing, if you don't have to concentrate votes like in Michigan, Washington, Wisconsin, and Georgia for those 16 electoral votes, then you address a campaign differently. You address a campaign for the entire country, not concentrated. And that's the problem with the electoral college. It forces people to not to look at the whole country, but look on a few states, and that's wrong. That's not how you elect a president or the leader of a country. That's wrong.
Yeah, when electoral college, when one or two states can change the direction of an election, that's not right.
Yep, exactly. And then also, yeah, he got it this time because the far left didn't vote. They also voted for Joe Stein and bullshit. And then that's what we're left for. They hung us out to dry. So that's where it is. So intellectual MAGA can go bite me. It's simple as that.
They could definitely kick rocks.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm doing for you guys right now, it is 11:38. I have to go get some sleep because I do have to work in the morning like the rest of you. Trucker, I'm going to try to make it to your 8:30. I'll see how it goes. I might come in late if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. We just kind of keep it the same way here. But we need see Temptation because she spots all the bots and invites them to a nice block party for us.
And it's real easy because you know I do that for both my other two shows with my DJs. I do the same exact thing. If I spot those ghost accounts, I catch them right then and there. So it's nothing new to me.
Yeah, and my live is for anybody. It's not just for the normal five. If anybody
Right.
that's on here, we all share the love. We all one day Will does it, one day Boomer does it, one day I you know what I mean. So
Yeah, because I shared it with on Misty's show this afternoon, and I told him I invited everybody and said, well, hey, if you want to come to the political review to continue the discussion, you're more than welcome.
yeah, right
Now,
on.
Misty said she can't make it tomorrow, though, but, she'll come on another day because, like I said, I've been following her for a while. She's cool.
Oh,
Good
trust me,
night,
the
Miss
next 2
Lily.
days, the next 2 days are going to be lit because there's so much shit that came out of today. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, the State of the Union address.
Oh yeah, I mean that was another watershed moment in the Trump administration.
Oh,
But hey,
yeah, like I said, I didn't watch it. I was too busy focusing on Roland Martin's show.
oh no, I mean we're gonna get the bits and pieces from Midas Touch, Aaron Parnas, all that. And
Lady
we're
J,
all,
my live is at. I'm sorry, I should be texting this, but 8:30 tomorrow Eastern.
8:30 tomorrow.
Right, 7:30 Central Time.
Yeah, 8:30
Yeah, but
Eastern.
I'll be on. I'll try. I'm gonna plan to be on about 8:15.
That's cool.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
make an
and
appearance
also
with Betty, and then ease on off.
right. If you wanted, I did a podcast with Mike last night. It's up on YouTube right now. He asked me to sit in for him because he needed help, and I did that for him. So sit down. We have an interesting discussion before the State of the Union. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It was an interesting discussion. It always is. 8:30 for T's at Eastern Standard Time. You guys keep the faith. We'll figure it out and understand. We're going to come out of this ahead because the history is on our side. There's
Now,
no.
when is your next live, Will?
I don't know. I just pop in and do it. It might be Thursday night. I'll see. It counts how I feel and how my schedule is. Because
Okay.
you guys work late and are up late, and I work late, so I have to keep that in idea. But I saw it. I was like, yeah, the guy from Ohio. That's right, Sue. And he's a nice guy. He has a lot to say. He's just kind of slow, and I know what Mike was doing. He wanted someone to kind of keep the flow going, and we did. But he had a lot of good points. If you listen to him, he really had a lot of good points, and it was worth the time that night. But all right, guys, I will catch you on the down low. You all be safe. Don't get into too much trouble. If it is, it's good trouble. All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you on the panel, make sure that you come on the Political Reviews show tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly. And 8:30 Eastern Standard, 7:30 Central.
Yes,
I'm
8:30
sorry,
Eastern.
8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. I'm sorry, my apologies.
No problem. All right, you guys have a good night. Please be safe out there. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all. Have a good night. All right.